I have spent the last, I don't know, maybe week or two now, maybe 10 days, watching videos of people using the Apple Vision Pro in some interesting ways and also in some truly bizarre and strange ways. And it hit me, there was something that I needed to do. I actually had a Meta Quest 3 a few months back. I bought it and I used it and I thought, this is just not a big enough upgrade over my Quest 2 for the things that I do. And the things that I do, let's be honest, pretty much just play Thrill of the Fight a few times a week for exercise, and then I put the thing back away. But watching people with the Vision Pro made me think, maybe I did not give it a fair shake before returning it, which is what I eventually did before my return policy, my window was up. And so what I've done is I have ordered another Meta Quest 3, and in this very video, I'm going to go through a handful of scenarios, things that I see people doing with their Vision Pro, and I'm going to try them out with the far, far cheaper, what is it, like 1/7 the price, Meta Quest 3. Now, in this first clip you're going to see, you're going to notice everything is sort of pitched up ever so slightly, and some of the stuff you might want to be seeing is actually being cut off. That's partially my fault and partially the fault of the Meta Quest, because I went into the settings and I changed it to record in 16:9, thinking that would be much better for this video, but by doing that, I assumed it would cut things off, maybe off the top more. I don't know, but it's cutting off kind of evenly. So things I was seeing down below, you're just not going to see in subsequent clips. I'm going to address that. So when I was trying to think of potentially useful things I could do with this headset, I thought, what about using it for like a crafty type thing, right? Could you actually see well enough to do crafty type things and then maybe have instructions on screen to help you build something like this, not Lego, Mega Charizard. So we've got YouTube pulled up here, and I believe that's the one, but so is that one, 38,000. We're going to go with this one. I have a video pulled up here, I think, showing how to build this Charizard. I guess I need to grab like a knife or something. Is this thing actually sealed? I believe it is. It's really hard to tell, but I think it is. So we're going to pause this for a second. We'll also go into theater mode, but I need to grab like a knife or something to open this with. So I guess I'll see if I can do that as well. Pocket knife. All right, we have managed to get this thing open, and there are so many components. I see a full-blown Charizard head in there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, we're rolling. Oh my goodness. Okay. I can already tell you, I don't think this is the way that I would choose to do this, but here we are. So, bag number 1, we're going to slide these out of the way. And we're going to just, I guess we're just going to, oh god, no! Well, that's gone. Square? No, not that square, though. I don't think that square is in that bag. We're going to slide all these over here, and remember, these are number 1, number 2. Here's a square, and it looks like he's got a 3 and a 3. So, boom, boom, just like that, and just like that. All right, then a little flat guy that looks like okay, one of these guys here, I see it. So one of these here. There's another flat one. It was flipped upside down. Maybe that wasn't the headset's fault. Maybe that was my fault. And you kind of want to linger here for a second before you tap. So now we got this. So we're putting... Oh, that's a weird looking little piece, isn't it? Okay, so I think I saw one of those over here. It's one of these. So there's bricks on either side. Or there's little nubs on either side. And we got it. I'm not going to record any more of this, I don't think. I'm going to try to continue. Somehow or another, I've managed to minimize that. I'm not going to record the rest of this, but I am going to try to keep doing this for a little bit longer. And I'll let you know how it's going. I have mixed feelings right now. Honestly, that really was a mixed bag. I'm most of the way through building my Charizard, and I continued for a good while longer with the headset on. I could actually see relatively well, and I must admit, when I took it off and continued building a bit with it off, I kind of missed having my screen right there. I kind of missed being able just to look up and see my guide right there in front of me. That was actually not too bad. Now, as with all VR headsets, I did start to get the sweaty pressure feeling here just from having something jammed against my head for a long time. But as I went on, I found that to be more and more usable. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, look, it wasn't great. And if I was going to build something like that, I'm not sure I would go straight to the headset. But were there some perks of doing it? Absolutely. It kind of works. All right, so I don't think a lot of people, when they think of the Quest 3, their first thought is going to be Legos. So let's try something that I think more people are probably going to think about and potentially use this thing for, and that is media consumption. What I've done here is I have the built-in web browser opened up, and I have Sling TV opened here. I have a YouTube video here showing some highlights from a Titans game from this last year. And I have Discord opened up over here, but you could just as easily open up a tab and go straight to YouTube, and let's just fire up a third video just to really drive home what this thing is capable of doing. It can absolutely run 3 videos at a time. We'll throw up get rid of that. We'll throw up a video from this last episode of AEW Dynamite. And there we go. 3 videos playing all at once. If you want to go fully immersive, you can click that button there. We're going to enter immersive mode. You can pick the environment that you're in. Right now, there's me over there, actually wearing a flannel in real life as well, which is pretty funny. All my screens are right there. I like to use the immersive mode, though, which keeps me, or sorry, I don't like to use the immersive mode. I like this. It keeps me in my house, which I think is pretty cool. I can look around and move around the house and do things. And of course, I can grab this and put it wherever I want to put it, walk around the house and place it in the kitchen if I'm doing something in there. Sometimes when I'm pinching in front of a light source, things get a little bit weird. That's what was happening there. I do wish that I would be able to take each one of these and take them off of this bar, right? So right now, all I can do is grab them and move them on this this bar here. But I wish I could take one off and put it here, take another one off, put it over here. That would be cool if I could place them around the house. Unfortunately, you are unable to do that. One thing you can do, though, is switch to this view, which is very, very cool. And you can imagine, let's grab this, and I think I can make this bigger. How much bigger? Quite a bit bigger. So you can have this enormous television screen, have multiple games going at once. Let's grab this one. We'll make it huge as well. Giant Big Bill has never looked bigger than he looks right there. And in fact, I think that we missed just an absolutely incredible spot here. Just absolutely just ridiculous. This is a heck of a media consumption setup, though, guys. And again, this is just with the built-in web browser. There may be more things we can explore, more interesting ways that you can do things like that, but straight out of the box with really nothing else going on, this is pretty cool. Honestly, besides just plain thrill of the fight in pass-through mode, that's probably the primary other way that I would want to use this headset. I can imagine, sitting in a comfortable chair and firing up a gigantic movie screen. If you don't have 3 screens up like I had, just one screen, it can actually be even larger. The speakers are not bad, but I've also got these earbuds from Soundcore that have this little USB-C dongle in there, and the point of that is, if I can get it out of there, it's magnetically attached inside the lid. You can see it in there. You plug that into the USB-C port on the side of this thing, and you get sort of much more lossless and much lower latency audio with these earbuds. That would be a pretty good movie watching experience. Now, again, it'd be cool if, like on the Vision Pro, you could put your screens in different places. I suspect that's going to come because there's no reason it can't do that. The technical limitations really should not be there. You should be able to put these screens wherever you want them. So I think once Meta is like, okay, yeah, this is the thing we need to do, I think that they'll probably implement that at some point. You can currently put that one bar of mini screens in a place and walk all through your house, and it will remain there. So just separate them out, and we're going to be in really good shape. Something else I was thinking about that I thought could be kind of cool is if you're using a website like Ultimate Guitar and you're going to try to learn how to play a song, it can often be really difficult with your phone. You got to like have a stand or set it up somewhere because both your hands are going to be occupied, right? But with this, maybe that doesn't have to be the case. Let's just jump into chords here, which I think I actually went into official by mistake. And if we were to pick a song that I don't think is going to get me copywritten super quick, I almost clicked on Hotel California, and then I realized that was really, really stupid. I mean, yeah, like you could grab this and you could turn on auto scroll, and you've got this like freestanding like window here that I think could be really, really useful. In all seriousness, this might be my favorite dumb idea that I've thought of yet. This makes like brilliantly good sense for practicing a song. I kind of want to double down on this one. If you've learned an instrument, you know how annoying it can be to try and have both your hands occupied, whatever you're playing. Both your hands are probably being used, and then to still need to have something to hold up a screen. Sometimes you've got monitors, and that's fine, but most of the time you just have your phone, maybe a tablet, something like that, but you need a way to hold it. You're propping it up, and it's falling over. You're setting it up like on your couch, on the arm of the couch, and it's sliding down. We've all been there. This is really stupid. Like a lot of stuff, it's just dumb. But man, does it actually work really well. Now, one more thing you may be wondering about from all of these viral influencer videos, maybe you saw the one of the guy walking around with a navigation app floating in front of him, and he's walking around talking about how great that is. Of course, there's one big problem with that, and the problem exists with the Quest 3. If you walk away from your window, it will stay where you were. You're going to have to pinch it and bring it with you. And there was one comment on that post that made me laugh very hard. They asked, do you have to walk like some sci-fi Italian for it to work because you're just walking around like that? The answer is yes. And the answer is yes on the Quest 3 as well. There is no like navigation app on the Quest 3, but if you did grab, maps.google.com, you could do something like this. You would just have to, again, do your Italian pinch and walk around town looking like a crazy person. I'm sure you all have seen the viral video of that guy in the Tesla Cybertruck driving down the road in his Apple Vision Pro. So, of course, in this video, we're going to have to test and see if you can drive. I'm kidding. Of course, we're not going to try to drive a car. Don't be an idiot. So guys, there you go. There are a handful of potential uses for the Meta Quest that I think kind of put you in the mind of the Apple Vision Pro. Maybe you're like a lot of people who maybe didn't realize some of the things that the Meta Quest 3 could do. You're seeing these Apple Vision Pro videos and thinking, wow, that's really cool. I don't want to spend $3,500. Maybe you don't have to. Maybe you spend $500, and you can see from this video that you're not that far off from a lot of the things that you're probably seeing people talk about with the Apple Vision Pro. Of course, I'm going to put an affiliate link in the description down below to purchase a Meta Quest 3. If you want to make that purchase, you click that link and you buy something, I'll get commission off of that purchase, which I do obviously greatly appreciate. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions, comments, apps that I need to try out, things you want to see tested, drop them in the comments down below. I will see you in the next video. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.